Okay, these are 1.1 notes. So we are talking about absolute value today. Absolute value is how far a number is from zero. Pause it and copy what I wrote down. Now we're going to do some absolute value. The first ones we're going to do without our calculator. And then I will show you how to do it on a calculator. So number 1 says the absolute value, that's what these bars mean. Absolute value of negative 13. The absolute value of negative 13, well, how far away from 0 is negative 13? It's 13 jumps. So the answer is just a 13. Sorry, that's a bad 13. How far away was the absolute value? How far away from 0 is the number 21? Well, it's 21 jumps. All right. Number 3, it's asking the absolute value of negative 3. Well, we know it's 3 spaces away. Then I'm going to put my plus sign. The absolute value of negative 5, that's 5 spaces away. 3 plus 5 is 8. All right. I want you to do 4 and 5 on your own. Pause it. When you're ready, let's do number 6 together. So inside the absolute value, it says 21 minus 17. Well, we know that 21 minus 17 is 4, and we leave our absolute value. Absolute value of 4. Well, 4 is 4 jumps away from 0, so the answer is 4. Number 7. We've got the absolute value of negative 11. Well, it's 11 spaces from 0. Copy down the minus. Absolute value of negative 5 is a 5. 11 minus 5 gives me a 6. All right. I would like you to complete the rest of these on your own. If you want to use the calculator, either in class or on the computer, if you hit the alpha button, which is that blue button, y equals, which is just above it, or 2 spaces above it, you hit the over arrow key to get to function. It's like you're doing a fraction, but you're going to go over 1, and you will see ABS. That means absolute value. If you hit enter, it'll pop up 2 bars for you, and you just put whatever you need inside. So finish those for me, and you need to show me this. And then we're going to take some more notes on order of operation. Order of operations is just the specific order for simplifying expressions. Pause it and write that down. For order of operations, you should remember from last year in middle school, we either say PEMDAS or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. P stands for parentheses. And in math, we will see the parentheses show up as normal parentheses. They may show up as brackets. They may also show up as these squiggle things that I can't ever remember the name of. However they show up in your calculator, use the parenthesis shape, okay? For E stands for exponents. And exponents, if I have 5 to the 4th, this little number is our exponent. To type that in the calculator, you use the caret button. It's right above division. M and D, those stand for multiply and divide. There's a lot of different ways we write multiply and divide in math. We could say 4 with a little x times 2. We sometimes say 4, we put a dot times 2. We can also use parentheses, and we know that that means 4 times 2. Divide has even more ways we can write it. We can say 4 divided by 2 and use old school. We can say 4/2. We know that means divide. 4 over 2 means divide, or go old school and put the 4 in the house and the 2 outside. All those things mean divide in algebra. And the A and the S stand for add and subtract. So the good news is for you is that your calculator is very smart and knows how to do order of operations. I want you to turn over to the back side of this page, and I'll show you what I need you to do. On this page, I need you to do number 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 and turn it in to me. Number 19 and number 24 will have will have answers that are fractions. So if you get a fraction answer on your calculator, do not freak out. For 19, be sure to start by doing a fraction and then put all that on top and everything on bottom. For number 20, be sure to start out with a negative, then you'll do your absolute values, -9 minus 10, okay? And then put the rest on there. When you're finished, show this to me and I'll give you credit for 1 lesson. Thank you.